What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex Yu, and you're watching a Ragin Ronin review. I got a review for you. I checked out Cutthroat City. This is a heist film that takes place after the events of Hurricane Katrina. So basically, a crime thriller set against the backdrop of a real-life disaster. It is directed by the RZA, and the only other film that I've seen him direct is a martial arts film called The Man with the Iron Fists. And while I thought that he would have made a pretty good martial arts film, it ended up being not a very good one, despite the fact that it had a pretty solid cast. Now, this film has a pretty solid cast. We got Ethan Hawke, Eiza Gonzalez, T.I., Isaiah Washington. I haven't seen Isaiah Washington in a long time, but he's a solid actor. We also got Terrence Howard, Wesley Snipes. We also got a cast of young actors like Shameik Moore, Demetrius Shipp Jr., Denzel Whitaker, who we saw in Black Panther, as well as Keanu Johnson. So, pretty solid cast, and I'm all down for heist films. So, this film starts off as a heist film. Okay, and that's when I felt that this movie, it's getting interesting. It's got a promising beginning. All right, it's starting off decent. Somehow, after all that's been developed and all that's been set up, and even though we have a really solid cast here, it ends up taking a turn for a really weird direction, and then the film just falls apart. That's my most honest opinion about this film. I was interested in where it was going, and then it decided to take a U-turn, and then it reached this part, it plateaued, and then it just goes downhill. And I think it has to do with the fact that it starts getting, the story starts getting a little bit more complex for its own good. It's a heist film. I expected a heist film, but then it starts getting into a bigger picture, like politics and a code of morale. Code of code of ethics, or there's all this stuff going on here that I just feel like this is not what I signed up for. I thought we're just getting a simple heist film because we're looking at a desperate group of youths, or not youths, I would say young adults with some responsibilities, adult responsibilities, okay? And after the events of Hurricane Katrina, it really brought them into a realm of poverty, and they go nowhere. They are not going anywhere in life. White corporate America is not giving these persons of color any chance whatsoever to make it out on top. They're just not getting a chance, so they have to resort to a heist. And, obviously these heists never really go as planned because there are other parties that try to stop them. And then there's all kinds of factors, too many factors, too many obstacles to the point where it feels like, okay, I'm really lost. Who is who, and what is everybody's motives, and what is everybody trying to do? It starts becoming like a really jumbled mess. And that's where I have a problem with this film, because it was just too complex for its own good. And I don't know why there are so many good reviews for this film. The trailers make it look quite promising, to be completely honest. At least that's what I thought. You got a pretty solid cast, a cast which consists of the young and the old. But then when put together, you end up with something that is a big mess. And I don't know where the RZA was going with this, but he's definitely very consistent in bringing together these great cast members and then having the storytelling fall flat. So, can't recommend this movie. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. I'll give it a 3 out of 10. It was great to see those actors. Wesley Snipes, Isaiah Washington, Terrence Howard. Haven't seen them in a while. Unfortunately, this is not the film to see them in. Okay, they're put in underwhelming roles, and it just didn't work for me. So I'll give it a 3 out of 10. Can't recommend this film, unfortunately. Hopefully, third time's the charm for RZA. Maybe he has directed other films. I haven't seen those except for the Kung Fu movie, but maybe he'll make another film. I still have faith in the RZA because I think that he's got a good sense of creativity. After all, he Wu-Tang Clan, and he makes good music, so I would think that, and he loves good movies too, so I would think that he has some sort of direction, but we'll see. Anyways, 3 out of 10, that's all I got to say for you in this review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you enjoyed this review and want to see more, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation, also follow me on Twitter, Ragin Nation. My name's Alex. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Peace.